The Other Charges option allows you to configure any monthly charges needed in addition to their monthly rent charge. Common other charges are usually for things such as utility charges, cable TV, or services like garbage and trash collection. To access this option, we'll pull up the applicant tenant file of our desired tenant. And select Tenant Info, and then Other Charges. From the Other Charges screen, we can see the available charges to choose from, as well as view current charges already selected with their start date, stop dates, and monthly amounts. To add a new charge, we will select Add. Here, we can select the type of charge this tenant will be getting, as well as enter a start and stop date. If you have no current stop date for this particular tenant charge, simply leave stop date blank, and the system will continue charging every month until the tenant is moved out or the charge is stopped. If this particular other charge was configured to vary by tenant, you would also be able to specify the amount for the charge as well. And we could choose to save or cancel our changes when we are finished. If you do not have any available charges to choose from, first go to Tools and Configuration. And check the other charges for your desired program to see if any charges have already been configured. If the charge you want to add does not already exist in this list, please call HDS Win Support at 608-786-2366 for assistance in creating your new other charge. Here we can select the charge we are working with to get to the project breakdown screen. Each project tied to this charge must be added in order for the charge to be available for tenants in that particular project. When adding or editing a project, be sure to select whether or not the amount of the charge will vary by each tenant, or leave it unchecked to tell the system that the charge will be the same rate for the entire project. You can also specify whether or not the charge should continue after the tenant is moved out or conveyed. You can also select whether or not this charge is associated with a dollar amount. When finished in this screen, select Save to save your changes and return to the project list. Once the project is in the list, you can select it and go into the Detail screen. Here we can add rates into the system if the project was not selected to vary the amount by tenant. We can simply add, edit, or delete records to maintain the rates for the charge. To update the amount, we just need to add line items and specify the effective dates as well as the new amounts for these charges. Any tenant who had the charge turned on would then be charged based on the rates in this table.